Hello, my friends. Happy May 1st. I hope you're enjoying the first signs of spring. And I know it's going to get nice and warm for us so we can be outside and do all the activities that we love doing outside. So, for those of you who don't know, I recently started a podcast. I released my 5th episode just this past week. If you're interested, please go take a listen. It's called Sparking Action. You can find it on any podcast platform that you listen on, Spotify or Apple Podcasts. So please do that and take a listen to some really inspiring and motivating and amazing people that I interview. One of the things that's coming up when I'm meeting with people and chatting with them is the topic of being judgmental. And it's something I've reflected on this past week because I think we're all judgmental. I know for me, I can definitely be judgy and I can make assumptions without really thinking about it. And one of the topics that is coming up with a lot of my guests is that when they've gone through something challenging or a hard time, all of a sudden they're looking at it from a different perspective. And they look at others that are going through it and they're looking at them with more compassion and empathy and non-judgmental. And I just think that right now there's so much divisiveness with everything in the world going on, and we do tend to be quite judgmental. So for me, I'm definitely taking a step back and I'm looking at the times that I am being judgmental or that I'm making assumptions and taking some time to really reflect on that. Why is that? Why do I make these assumptions? And what happens if I let go of some of those assumptions and just really look at that person with empathy and compassion in a state of non-judgmentalness, if that's a word. And I just really urge you to do that as well, because like I said, right now things are so divisive. And I just wonder if maybe we looked at things with a clearer perspective, without a non-judgmental perspective, or with a non-judgmental perspective, and with a perspective of compassion and empathy and curiosity. I just wonder if some of this divisiveness would maybe decrease a little bit, or at the very least help us understand where that person is coming from and maybe just make things a little bit more positive and a little bit more easy to get through these days. So that's just my challenge that I'm throwing out there to you. It's definitely one that I'm challenging myself on, especially now. I think we all need some compassion and empathy. I'm sending out that to you. I'm sending out a big hug to all of you and some real positive energy. I hope the sunny days of spring really help us feel more connected and feel more energetic and feel more positive. And perhaps just looking at people with a bit more empathy and compassion, and looking at ourselves with empathy and compassion as well. So just being really kind to ourselves, looking after ourselves, and looking after the people that we love. Have a great May, and we'll chat soon.